starting lineup for the visiting Utah Jazz. At point guard, Isaiah Collier. At the other guard position, Colin Sexton. At center, Walker Kessler. At small forward, Larry Marketing. At the other forward position, John Collins. The head coach of the visiting team is Will Harper. At the small forward position, standing 6'8", number 0, Jalen Brown. At the center position, 7 feet 4 inches, number 14, Zach Edey. At both 6'11", number 7, Dalla. At guard, 6'5", number 22, Desmond Bain. At guard, 6'3", number 12, Jack Morris.
It's Friday night, and live on 2K Sports, we're going to bring you the NBA and all its excitement. Tonight, we'll see the Utah Jazz as they play against the Memphis Grizzlies here in FedEx Forum. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And on the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Well, a chance to check out some stats for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup. In it forward, it's going to be Markkanen and Collins. Sexton is out there with Collier. And it's Kessler in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Memphis, Morant is the point, with Bain out on the wing. Santi Aldama is out there with Wells. And it's Edey in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And teams getting geared up, Greg, for the stretch run. Does that give you extra motivation as a player?
Oh, yes. Seeing that finish line can really help you out down the stretch. As a player, ending the year strong is key, whether you're in the playoff race or in the lottery.
Now, here's Bain. And he's good on the 3-ball. Wells has got the game going with his first points of the game for the Grizzlies. Here's Collier. Pass to Markkanen. That one's in, his first shot this game. And Morant's got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Now Aldama. And they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, the big man playing big. Aldama takes the hit and completes the play.
So, Stan, the Grizzlies trio of John Morant, Desmond Bain, and Jaren Jackson Jr. From the outside looking in, what a great base going forward.
I agree with that, Kevin. Look, not only are those 3 outstanding individual players, but they complement each other so well. There's such a great fit with those 3 guys. That's a great base for the future.
And for the Jazz the last few seasons, Coach, have been a period of rebuilding.
Yeah, it has, Kevin. You know they acquired a lot of draft capital when they traded Gobert and Mitchell, and they've since drafted a lot of young talent and still have plenty of picks to work with.
Now, here's Markkanen. At 3 off the mark. Morant scanning the floor. On the wing, Bane. Shot clock at 2. Over Sexton. Bane, no good.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
And it's Sexton penetrating. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, these coaches can't be happy they fouled Sexton. He's a good foul shooter.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And he has grooved his stroke at the line this season and been able to maintain it with an average of 90%.
And he knocks down the first one. So Colin Sexton is 6'3". He has the frame of a point guard, clearly. But Stan, his game is putting up points, and he can do it in a hurry.
Yeah, and Kevin, look, he's done it pretty efficiently in recent years. We have a lot of point guards in the league who are primarily scorers. And Sexton, though, you've also got to give him credit. He's made great strides as a playmaker.
He has indeed. Aldama with the ball. He's guarded by Collins. Morant outside. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, Morant's got to get himself in that dunk contest. I mean, look at that.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. For Utah, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pass to Collins. Driving in, and the layup falls.
Well, Collins just explodes to the basket when he drives.
Here's Edey. Back to Morant. Memphis moving it around. Here's Edey. He's covered by Kessler. Bane, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Throws it up high, and Kessler throws it down.
Well, it doesn't take much for Kessler to catch that lob and slam it home.
Memphis leading. Pass to Edey. To the paint. Here's Wells. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Wells has got 5 points so far.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
On taking now on the court, here's your Hype Squad.
And with this break, let's bring up the list of the dominant rookie rebounders in the NBA this season. Well, you look at Edey. He does a great job inside, one of the top rebounders in the league.
And, you know, rebounding was a skill that I thought would translate to the NBA for him. We knew he could board with the best of them, and he has not disappointed.
Here's Collier. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Kessler with it. Down low. The shot by Sexton, no good.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Aldama with the ball. He's picked up by Collins.
Yeah, there have been very few players at 6'2" who've played above the rim like Morant.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, a bit ago, Taylor Jenkins and I were able to chat. Now, I asked Coach about the defensive game plan tonight, and he said preventing easy buckets around the rim, and that starts with John Collins. He's a great interior scorer, especially when he gets ahead of steam, so we have to limit those opportunities. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Grant. Utah with the rebound. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, you know they wanted a few of those plays back. What a tough way to go out in that one.
Yeah, it's often a game of very slim margins, and those close losses somehow sting even more.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Pass to Wells. Here's Edey. It's Morant in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Edey. He's covered by Kessler. And it's sent back by Kessler.
Oh, big Walker Kessler. That is how you use your size.
Markkanen kicks to Collins. The open look here for Sexton. It's good from long range.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Edey. Will it go? Banked in off the glass.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Collier. Outside Collins. And Utah another 3.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Now here's Morant. A 24-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City. 2 points. That one goes. Morant's got 6 points. Utah's gone 3 of 4 on 3-pointers in the first quarter. Doing well from long range. Pass to Collier. Outside, Sexton. Misses the 3.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
Morant passes to Aldama. Here's Wells over Markkanen. The shot by Wells, no good. Here's Collier, guarded by Morant. Offensive rebound. Markkanen dishes to Sexton. Another shot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Great Colin Sexton, still so young. He entered the league when he was just 19.
Yeah, drafted back in 2018. Sexton has a few years left in his 20s, so you expect him to continue to expand his game and improve on both ends.
First free throw is good.
Well, you know, Sexton is the definition of a spark plug. He's a high-energy, high-paced player and is terrific at creating scoring opportunities for himself.
You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
Yeah, so tough to knock Morant off balance, and he's so talented at keeping his focus on the basket.
Here's Collier. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Wizards in Washington. And finished off by Collins.
Well, great to see in-sync offense like this. The pass is perfectly timed, and Collins rises up and puts it down.
Here's Edey. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. And the dunk by Wells.
Both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their team.
Shot by Collins, no good.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the jam. Collins passes to Sexton. From 12 feet out. And that's off the glass and in. That's now 8 points for Colin Sexton.
A dynamic scorer. Sexton will absolutely take the mid-range J if you give it to him.
Master Wells takes the three. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Here's Kessler. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Memphis has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Stolen by Markkanen. Here he goes to the middle. Here's Sexton. And Bane pulls it down.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
Back to Morant. Kept alive. Pass to Bane. They set the pick. Inside. Here's Heaney. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Here's Collier. Kessler, a screen on Morant. And Kessler throws it down.
Great roll by Kessler after setting the screen. That's textbook.
We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the...
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Edey. Gigi Jackson comes in for Santi Aldama. Williams, he's checked in for Wells. And Pippen subbed in for John Morant. Utah also making some changes. Filipowski, he's checked in for Walker Kessler. Clarkson comes in for John Collins. And Georgia subbed in for Collier. Memphis trailing here. There's 1:54 left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Jackson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
It's on Lowry Markkanen.
Second team.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Jackson.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Utah.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
That one is off. What a rise for Taylor Jenkins, working his way, Stan, from the G League, an assistant there to NBA assistant, and now to NBA head coach. Wow.
Wow is right, Kevin. And Taylor Jenkins, one of the best coaches in the NBA. This is a guy who just kept grinding and learning. I think sometimes coaches get too concerned about when they're going to get their opportunity. Taylor Jenkins was always concerned about being ready when his opportunity came.
I think you and I are alike. We root for the grinders, don't we? The guys that have really worked to climb that ladder.
I certainly do, Kevin.
Now here's Morant. He's got 8. Unloads from 13. Utah with the rebound.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Here's Sexton. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Sexton's got 10.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Morant against George. Back to Morant. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, he's looking pretty much unstoppable. Morant making the defense regret that physicality.
You can see, and Coach, you can feel John Morant's star power, and his presence on the floor is such a factor. It affects the game.
Yeah, it sure does. And it even affects the energy in the building. His play is so dynamic, athletic, energetic. I mean, you can't sit and watch a Ja game. He's going to get you on your feet.
He is one of a kind for sure. That's good from Morant. Well, Greg, over the last few seasons, one area of consistency for the Jazz has been their rebounding.
Yeah, and they have some size, and they make controlling the boards a focal point. When you're playing Utah, you better be ready to put a body on somebody.
Now, here's Clarkson. Still scoreless. Here's Sexton. He doesn't hit that one. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Memphis. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Well, everyone has off nights. They just need to make sure that they bounce back strong.
Morant. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis Grizzlies. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We come back right after this. Some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
Here's Clarkson. G.G. Jackson is out there with Williams. Then it's Brandon Clark. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Morant in at the one. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Here's Sensabaugh. His three-pointers off the mark. The Grizzlies shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And both free throws good for Williams. Here's Clarkson. No scoring in this one. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thank you. The Utah Jazz last season became one of the first teams in the league to move their games to broadcast television. It's a gamble, but they just about tripled their reach. And with the rapid growth in the region, they have a chance to attract new fans. Kevin, no doubt, other NBA teams are keen to see how this goes.
Oh, David, no question at all. We thank you for your report.
And that's big-time stuff there. Morant looking unafraid to go get those lobs and finish them.
Williams against Clarkson with the drive. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
Now here's Morant. 13 points in the game. That one falls.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
To the inside. Here's Filipowski. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Morant with a wide-open look. Hits the three-point bomb. Morant's got 18 points in the game.
Well, this kind of performance from Morant doesn't surprise anyone. He can score with the best of them.
George against Morant. George passes to Filipowski. Clarkson for 3. And it's Morant with the rebound. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. And they double up Morant. Jackson has the open look from outside off the mark. The Jazz have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Clarkson surveying the floor. Pass to Filipowski. And the shot is long. Memphis has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Kennard kicks to Morant. Clark sets a screen for Morant. And it's off from three-point range. Jazz trail by 3. Outside, Sexton. Here's Clarkson. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Clarkson's got 4 this quarter.
A real source of instant offense. Clarkson is not shy when it comes to shooting the ball.
Morant passes to Clark. Here's Sensabaugh. Guarded by Jackson. It's George on the wing. Pass to Sensabaugh. 6 on the shot clock. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Memphis. On Friday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks. Then on Sunday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And that game against the Suns, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
That free throw good from Kennard. And Stan, we seem to be in the midst of a big man renaissance in the NBA. And I personally love it. So that being said, which of these big stars do you like the most?
Well, that's a tough question because there's so much talent and they're all different. You've got Embiid, who is unstoppable offensively. You've got Wembanyama with his combination of size and length, skill and agility. You've got guys who can shoot the ball. But the guy that combines the most of those things that I would take, Nikola Jokic.
And he makes all 3.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Make some noise. Make some noise.
Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Lauri Markkanen.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebound.
Now, here's George. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Sensabaugh. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Grizzlies.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
first one falls. A different look for Utah. Walker Kessler comes in for Filipowski. And Collins subbed in for Kenyon Martin. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Pass to Edey. And here is Clark. He's guarded by Collins. That one drops for him.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Now, here's Clarkson. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Here's Sensabaugh. George looking over the floor to the middle. And Kessler throws it down.
Well, Kessler to the rescue, using his size to win the rebound, and then quickly going on the attack himself.
After bursting onto the scene as a rookie, Coach Van Gundy, expectations certainly increased for Walker Kessler.
Yeah, Kevin, I think he's handled those expectations well. He knows who he is. He's first and foremost a defensive rim protector and a rebounder. He's a rim runner on offense. He's a pick and roll guy, and he knows that he's got to continue to grow in the other areas. Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Now Clark, he's coming off a 13-point game against Oklahoma City.
Yeah, and he also put in major work on the board. Just an all-around dominant performance.
And I would not be surprised to see them double him up here.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Some changes for Memphis. Santi Aldama comes in for Edey, and it's Bain in for Luke Kennard. Jazz trail by 6. Outside, George. Pass to Sensabaugh. High post, Kessler. Clarkson with the ball. Guarded by Bain. We see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did for Utah. Going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. Yeah. My wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college, and she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Oh, goodness.
Well, what you love about Jordan Clarkson, it doesn't matter if he's starting or coming off the bench, he provides a real scoring punch.
And Memphis making a change here. Edey's checked in. Williams, he's checked in for Utah. And he sinks the second. Memphis leading by 5. And here's Morant. He's got 18. Pass to Wells from deep. With that miss, he is now 4 for 7 from the field. To the paint. The shot by Williams, no good.
The defense does just enough to alter that shot.
Morant. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
And this is what's so special about Morant's game. His mobility and his explosiveness.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. And the Jazz with some changes. Markkanen, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Collier in for George. And so Clarkson will bring it up for Utah. They trail by 7. Collins a screen on Bain. Lobbed up there for Collins. It's stolen. Morant with it. He's got 20. Pass to Edey. 6 to shoot. And he gets it to go. And now it's a 9-point Grizzly lead. Jazz have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Kessler a screen on Bain. Inside. And finished off by Collins.
Yeah, and over his career, Clarkson has gotten much better about moving the ball.
Morant outside. Pass to Wells. Outside, Bain. Here's Edey. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Morant, that's for 2. Rebounded by the Jazz. Kessler's got his 4th rebound in this one. Clarkson passes to Collier. Kessler a screen on Morant. And Kessler throws it down.
Inexcusable defense. You can't let Kessler get established inside like this.
Morant outside.
Jazz foul. John Collins. Second personal foul.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
At the line for 2, Santi Aldama.
Free throw good from Aldama.
A slender big man with a nice shooting touch. Aldama is one of those guys who seems to get steadily better each season.
Pippen's checked in for Memphis. And Utah with a change here, too. Colin Sexton, he's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. And both free throws. Good for Aldama. Jazz trail by 7. Here's Collier. Kessler, screen on Pippen. Back to Collins. In the corner, it's Kessler. Here's Collier. The Grizzlies pull it in. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Pippen against Sexton. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Here's Collier. Now Kessler. And finished off by Collins.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
Here's Edey. He has 6. Takes a step back. Pippen kicks to Wells. Pass to Bain. Fires from deep. Not going to fall. Starting off slow. He misses his first 3 from the floor. Here's Collier. Guarded by Bain. Markkanen from outside. And the 3-ball is good. And now just a 4-point Grizzly lead.
Yeah, from range, Markkanen has such an effortless stroke.
Pass to Wells. Pippen with it. Three-pointer. They get the rebound. There's a screen by Aldama. Pippen with the bucket. Pippen's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
That pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Here's Collier. There's the pick. Collins looking around. Markkanen can't get it to go. Memphis leading by 7. Outside Pippen. Pass to Dalla. Payne for 3. The rebound by Collier.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Now here's Collins. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Here's the 3. That's good from Collins on the assist by Markkanen. Collins has got 7 now in this quarter. Memphis has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Here's Dalla. He's guarded by Collins. Pass to Edey. Here's Payne. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Collins has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Collier, defended by Pippen. Here's Collier, left side Markkanen. And they double up Markkanen. Collier. No good on the 3. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. How about we start out with the Western Conference and how those teams are stacking up?
Taking a look at Memphis, they haven't quite looked like themselves lately. The question is, how do they get back to the top? How do they recapture that magic? I think it starts with raising the intensity level. Become more aggressive, night after night, fight after fight. Aggressive is right.
And let's review how things are going for the Jazz. They find themselves in a tight one here at the half.
They're not showing enough fight defensively. Take some pride in getting some stops. This is when your leader has to step in and say something.
Yeah, tough to beat a team that's shooting double nickels from the field. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the 3rd quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
Well, when you've got a player with the energy and athleticism he has, it can make for a big night when he gets it going.
Getting underway here in the second half, here's Will Hardy's 5. Wing pair will be Sexton and Markkanen. The pairing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. And it's Collier in at the point. On up the court. Wells' shot is good.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Clock is at 3, and finished off by Collins.
Well, in this 2-man game, Collins can really do anything, and that's why he's so effective in the pick and roll.
Here's to Wells. Here's Morant. And it's sent back by Kessler. Now here's Morant. He's covered by Kessler. Here's Collier. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Sexton.
The defense will take that miscommunication. Not even close.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Now here's Morant. 20 points for him. Here's Edey. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Edey's got 8 points.
Well, Morant just put so much pressure on the defense to make a choice on that pick and roll.
Outside, Markkanen. Sexton with the screen for Markkanen. Launches a 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Edey's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Dalla. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Now it's a 6-point Grizzly lead.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Markkanen passes to Collier. Kessler in the post. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Three-pointer, Markkanen. The Jazz again can't hit it. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Wells with it. Now defended by Markkanen. Outside, Dane. Now here's Morant for 3. Buries it from three-point range. Morant's got 23.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
Get down, man, on the court, feature a high. Who wants a t-shirt?
And now we go to our rookie leaderboard to get a check on the players at the top of the freshman class in assists over the last 10 games. And you look at Collier, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists. And, of course, Keontae George.
And they're demonstrating the breadth of their offensive talent as far as creating. A great sign for both of them in their NBA development.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Collins. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. And here is Wells. 14 points for him. And that one's good. Morant.
Well, he's been more confident shooting it since the half. Let's see if that trend continues.
Jazz trail by 12. Pass to Sexton. Here's Collier, guarded by Morant, and Markkanen throws it down.
Markkanen showing his athleticism, soaring to hammer home the alley-oop.
Morant with it. He's got 26. Now Wells fires away from way outside. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 7th assist in the game. Jazz have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Outside Collins. Markkanen looking it over. Five to shoot. Fires Fires the three. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
Well, that's now his 3rd triple of the game, 1st here in this second half.
Morant outside. Releases. And it's Memphis with another.
Well, he's just lightning fast. Morant is so effective in the 2-man game.
Outside, Sexton. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, you like how aggressive he is, making a play at the rim against length.
Yeah, showing absolutely zero fear as he goes right at the bigger defender.
Clark, he's checked in for Santi Aldama. Free throw good, Sexton.
And the aggressiveness Sexton plays with is infectious. He motivates his teammates to play just as hard.
Here's Edey. He's got 8. Memphis moving that ball around. Goes up high for the 2-handed dunk.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. Jazz trail by 11. Here's Collier. Outside, Markkanen. Oh, good with the triple. Memphis has gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Morant outside. And the layup's good off the glass. Morant's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Here's Collier. Pass to Collins. Bain against Sexton. Now here's Markkanen. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Markkanen's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for the Jazz. Clark outside. Here's Edey. Wells dishes to Morant. Shoots over Collier. The kick out to Bain. Down low. Here's Edey. And the Grizzlies tap in 2 more. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. A 12-point game. Outside, Markkanen. Outside for Sexton. They get it back. Pass to Collier. Clock at 6. And here's Sexton. Bain with the steal. Wells with it. Back to Bain. Clark a screen on Sexton. Shot clock at 6. No good from Clark. Jazz trail by 12. And even 3-on-3 break. Fires the 3. Collier. That's good. Collier's got 5.
Easier to go strong to the hoop, but I tell you what, when you feel it, take it from deep.
John Collins was a force in his first few years, Stan, but hasn't seemed to match that level of success since that time. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think there's a few reasons, Kevin. Number one, I just think it's a lot about opportunity. He went from being the number 2 guy on a team to being the 3rd, 4th, even at times 5th guy on the floor, so he's not getting as much opportunity. He doesn't have as much opportunity to play some of his minutes as a center now, and that was always where he could get a quickness advantage. So even where he is now, though, this guy is a very good player and has gotten to the point he's underrated. Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Jazz trail by 11. Sexton on the wing. Kessler setting the pick for Sexton. And Kessler throws it down.
A team player through and through. Get open, and Sexton will send the ball your way.
Sexton against Bain. Pass to Edey. Clark outside. High arcing shot, and Morant will lay it in. Morant's got 12 now in this quarter.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
And Kessler throws it down.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
There's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Morant finds Clark to the middle. Here's Edey, and he takes the feed in stride and sends it home.
Like the pass from Clark there, showing he can be a piece of the puzzle.
1:25 left here in the third quarter. On the wing, Markkanen. He's got 16. Sexton the pass to Markkanen. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession.
And while we got a chance, let's look at some numbers for John Collins. Putting up about 18 points per, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
Yeah, look, he is truly the kind of player you build everything around. Your plays, your lineups, it's all about setting this guy up for success.
And the Grizzlies leading by 11. Morant dishes to Clark. Shoots over Filipowski. No good from Clark.
Well, he's got the green light in that situation. They want him taking that shot, even if he didn't get it to go.
Pass to Collier. There's a good screen. And the rejection by Morant.
Well, that's the kind of energy they want to see from Morant, making an impact with his defense.
And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
In the corner, George with it. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Over Bain. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Morant outside. Inside. And that one's good by Clark. Clark's got 7. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We'll return shortly. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. Williams is out there with Jackson. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then there's Ja Morant. And it's Clark in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. He gets that one. Clark's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Memphis. George against Morant. George passes to Clarkson. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Morant. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
They took what the defense gave them tonight, and that was the mid-range. I mean, very consistent from that part of the floor.
And that one misses.
Well, Morant is so athletic that he finds himself at the free throw line a lot.
Now Clarkson. Five on the clock. Puts it up from 17. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. To the paint. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And the Grizzlies lead by 21.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor. And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Jackson finds Morant. Hey, Stan, we've exported so much corporate basketball knowledge overseas. Remember when Fratello and you and your brother Jeff would go over there and have these clinics and teach the coaches the game. And they've taken that knowledge clearly and run with it.
Well, I think that definitely happened when those guys went over. I think now it's sort of going the other way in large part. I know that all of us in the league now study what the great coaches in Europe are doing, and there's a lot of them, and the game is different, but they incorporate a lot of different concepts. I don't know a staff in the league that isn't spending a lot of time studying the international game.
Now here's Williams, following the miss by John Morant. Williams can't get it to go. Morant against George. And it's Morant missing.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option now.
Williams kicks to George. Pass to Sensabaugh. George with a screen on Jackson. Here's Sensabaugh. And he uses the glass on the layup. Sensabaugh's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
It's Morant with the drive. Lays it up off the glass.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
George against Morant. Here's Sensabaugh. Pass to Filipowski. Over Clark. The shot by Filipowski, no good.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he could.
George with the steal. For the finish. And George with the stuff.
Well, you got to keep George away from the basket, or you can expect to get dunked on.
Morant against George. And it's in there. Morant's got 42 in the game.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Here's Sensabaugh. Plays it up and banks it in.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
And the Grizzlies leading by 18. Now here's Morant. Fires from 14. Utah with the rebound. Filipowski's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Pass to George. It's deflected. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Clark. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Jazz trail by 20. And here's George. Sensabaugh. George with the screen on Jackson. Here's Sensabaugh. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. In recent history, GA, we've seen some so-called redshirt rookies really thrive in their first season.
Oh, great call, partner. Blake Griffin, Joel Embiid, Chet Holmgren, the latest, were all forced to sit out their first year, but they got to be around the team, soak up as much knowledge as possible, and you can't really argue with the results.
First free throw is good. So, Stan, I've been wondering about these different approaches. The development system for youth basketball is vastly different in the U.S. than in Europe. Which do you think is best?
Well, I think in terms of developing skills, Kevin, we've seen it. The European players of all sizes have very well-rounded games skill-wise. They do a lot of work on a daily basis developing those skills, whereas in the U.S., our young guys play a lot of games in the AAU system. Skill development not as strong, but they do learn to compete on an everyday basis.
Here's Collier, following the basket by John Morant. Collins wide open, he fires. No good from outside. And the Grizzlies leading by 20. Bain looking around. Out to the right wing. The shot by Wells, no good. The Jazz have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Pass to Kessler. Now here's Collins. Left side, Sexton. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And someone like Sexton, well, all scorers really, they have to get points around the hoop.
Morant with it. Clark outside. Off target from three-point range. Jazz trail by 18. To the inside. Sexton. He can't get that one. Some solid defense from Clark. Now Wells. Morant outside. Count it from 12. Morant's got 46 points.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Here's Collier. 6 feet out. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
And the first one drops.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Santi Aldama's checked in for the Grizzlies. And Utah also making a switch. Markkanen's checked in. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. And the Grizzlies leading by 19. Up top, Bain. Pass to Edey. Here's Aldama. He's guarded by Collins. Here's Morant. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Collins.
Some guards are absolutely fearless working inside, and Morant very high on that list.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Morant. And the NBA coach has made sure franchises can't sell their future via draft picks in a trade. What do you think of that?
I think it was probably a good idea because, you know, all of us, coaches, maybe even more than GMs, but organizations get to a point that you want to win so badly in the present that you're willing to just sacrifice the future, and that can lead to some very bad teams down the road, and the NBA doesn't want that.
And we've seen that. You're right. A lot of examples. Now, here's Collins. 6 to shoot. Three-pointer, Markkanen. Aldama with the rebound. Aldama's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Edey. Up top, Morant. Now, Wells, defended by Sexton. And here is Wells. From the arc. Collins grabs the miss. Payne against Sexton. Outside Collins. Lobbed up there for Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Well, Collins is a guy that when he takes over, you're going to have to get 2 or 3 guys on him to try to slow him down.
Morant outside. Wells wide open. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Wells has got 20 points.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Collins. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. So, Greg, you played the point. In create a player, if you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
Ooh, good question, Kevin. Probably small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody.
And that one falls for Collins.
Well, Collins is an exceptional athlete with a lot of skill offensively, but I'd like to see more out of him on the defensive end. I think that could bring his game to another level.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And this is one of the things they need to keep doing in the second half to get this win. Keep knocking down those free throws. They've been sensational here at the line.
Now here's Morant. Fires for 3. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Kessler. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
Easy to see why Kessler has so much success. The guy plays full bore every night.
Morant passes to Wells. Back to Morant. Here's Edey. He's covered by Kessler. Aldama can't hit. And so Sexton will bring it up for Utah. They trail by 18. Pass to Collier. Takes a 3. Sinks the triple.
The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
And the Grizzlies leading by 15. Wells with it. It's tipped. Pass to Aldama. Here's Morant. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, when I was coaching, this guy was a nightmare. It was hard to game plan for him. His quickness causes major issues.
And he makes the first.
And there's no doubt Morant near the top of the list of elite scorers in this league.
No good on the second free throw. Jazz trail by 16. three-pointer, Markkanen, and Utah another three.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, it'll take time. They need to keep stringing together positive possessions. And defensively, they need stops.
And here is Bain after the three-pointer from Lauri Markkanen. Now here's Wells. He's guarded by Markkanen. Morant's got space and got it. Another basket. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Utah has gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Grizzlies.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this is a great team effort by everyone.
And this will push their record to 39, and another one falls.
And never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long, long time. 16 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Takes it off the glass. Morant's got 55. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thanks very much, Ja. A lot of swag on this team tonight. Who's responsible for that confidence?
I feel like we all talk to each other, even the coaching staff. Coach let us play with a lot of freedom. Everybody have the green light, so I mean, there's no reason to lack confidence when you have a coach who believes in you every step of the way and just let you go out there and play your game. So we always just preach, keep shooting, make or miss, and we behind you, coach.
You all look like a confident bunch, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. And that about wraps it up. So